What's up, guys? We're super excited. We just got finished watching Captain America Civil War.
We just got finished watching.
Sure, whatever. I don't need to speak English after I watch an epic battle.
No.
Yeah. So we're going to tell you all about it. We're going to try and keep it spoiler-free as best as possible, but we'll warn you if we say anything, but we probably won't.
We'll try our best.
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony.
You just started a war.
So Captain America Civil War.
Yeah. Initial reaction
was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yes.
One of the things is that a lot of critics, when it comes to Avengers movies, they like to talk about how, oh, there's too many characters and they never do anything with them, and there's way too many characters. This movie,
there was
a ton of characters.
So many characters, so many plot lines. Not at all confusing.
Not confusing. All of the characters were used, and the central plot was still based around Captain America, so it made sense to call it Captain America Civil War.
Right. And they gave everybody ample time.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time spent on everybody, and
even the new characters got introduced well. You got to know who they are, and you can't wait to see more.
They have mastered the 5-minute character development.
Yeah, for real.
For sure.
Well, also, I mean, a big thing too is that, Marvel's really smart. They show you who they are in another movie, and then they put them in a big movie with a bunch of people. So you don't have to learn who the character is. You don't have to learn who Ant-Man is because you met Ant-Man. Yeah. So when he comes in, he's got his personality, he's doing his thing, and he's being all mega jokey because it's Paul Rudd and that's what he does. You immediately are like, okay, I already know that that's who he is, and you're not like, who is this guy? A few new characters, mainly
Black Panther and Spider-Man, and we saw some briefly in the trailer, so I don't feel like
we should probably wait to talk about Spider-Man. Let's.
I plan on not saying anything about Spider-Man. They did a good job.
Well, that's what I mean. Like we'll talk about Spider-Man. Let's talk about Black Panther first. But we'll talk about Spider-Man in a second because it's definitely worth talking about.
So first, African American hero to be portrayed in at least the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Right?
No, Falcon.
Oh,
come on,
not not American.
Yes, yes. Falcon's the first African American superhero. Basically.
Yeah, well, no, Warhammer was.
Warhammer.
Don Cheadle.
No, in the cinematic universe, but actually in comic books. Falcon was the first African American superhero. And he was also the first one to show up who didn't have black in his name. So black.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So Black Panther's actually not American at all.
There's just been so much Marvel thrown at me that I just got all that information compressed and expelled completely.
Right. Oh, no worries. But Black Panther, you're gonna love him. He's done really well. Yeah. The casting is absolutely perfect. Fantastic casting, and an immediately intriguing character. And if you didn't know that there's gonna be a Black Panther movie, I don't know where you're living, but there's going to be a Black Panther movie, and this movie will get you very excited about it. Oh, for sure. No question. For sure. On to Spider-Man. Okay, so it's like come for the movie and stay for the Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is the pieces of this movie that contain Spider-Man are just gonna make you ready for a Spider-Man movie.
And you've heard this before, but he is Marvel's Spider-Man. Finally, we have a 19-year-old that is awkward and is witty.
Yeah,
and
we're not we're obviously not gonna give anything away, but it is done so impeccably well and so respectfully. It's so respectfully done based on the character and what the character's supposed to be.
And that's
not to negate. I mean, honestly, look, the other Spider-Mans that we had, they weren't horrible.
No,
but they weren't ever Marvel. Really correct.
Right.
They weren't ever really right. They didn't like hit the nail on the head. This nail on the head. You guys are gonna be really happy once you see Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Really, really happy. So that's definitely a big thing.
Yeah. That being said, a new villain that they introduced was Bone Crusher. Is that his name? I can never remember his name. In the beginning.
I'm not sure. I think it's Bone Crusher.
Something like that, but that was awesome.
That was really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did a fantastic job. The fighting was done. The best thing that that Marvel's been able to do is make it so that a ton of people are fighting, and it's not confusing, it's not distracting,
right?
And they're actually using each other's abilities together to make things happen, and they do it so well.
It feels like a proof of concept for the Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2, because I was looking it up for another video I had to do. There's 67 characters that are going to be in parts 1 and parts 2. And
people didn't think you can do 5.
Right.
And in this one there's like, what, 13 or something? I don't even know.
Like that.
I mean, yeah. I don't even know, like, offhand how many, but
congratulations to the writers.
Yeah.
You managed to pull off what no one thought could be done well.
There's a couple things I would say about this movie, as far as, people not seeing it. One,
yeah.
It is PG-13 for a reason.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, if you are a parent and you're wondering, hey, should my kid go to this? And I mean, we were in a theater that was pretty full, and there were some really little kids in there, and I was like, I don't know if they should be watching this. It's violent. There is some cursing and stuff like that, but so for that, it is definitely PG-13 for a reason.
A downside for me is that it's a great, really, really, really good movie, but I had so much hype thrown at me about it that I wasn't able to be fully awestruck by it, because it's like I expected it to be absolutely amazing. So I kind of came in slightly emotionally flat at the end of it, because I was already expecting that.
Yeah.
Which was kind of disappointing. There were some surprises in there. I didn't know how things were going to go down, and waiting for scenes that you see in the trailer. When is that going to happen? Right. And it's just so a lot of the scenes when they come up were surprising that that's where they were.
Yeah, I agree.
So they did a good job with that.
Even lines, they kind of cut them into different places and stuff like that. So you expected them to say things at certain times, and they didn't. So that was really nice.
That happens a lot in trailers.
But it was nice.
But it's nice.
It's nice that happened. It's not like the trailer gave you too much. Right. I will say this. I mean, although Marvel's doing their cinematic universe thing, and a large portion of the people who are watching these movies see all the other movies, this is a movie that, in my opinion, doesn't stand by itself.
Yeah.
It's not really a standalone movie. If you haven't watched the other Marvel movies,
you won't understand.
And you come into this, you're gonna have trouble. Well, you can still figure out,
but you won't understand why the characters are doing what they're doing, and
you'll have the basic story, and you'll go through it. But a big part of the enjoyment is coming from all of the other movies before it, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think I think it's not really a failure on Marvel's part. It's actually incredibly smart, because it gets people to continually watch the movies.
Right.
But as far as a new viewer sitting down, this is definitely one of those. Yeah, this is definitely one of those movies where it doesn't stand by itself.
Yeah. And I will agree with you on that. That's not a bad thing in this case.
It's not. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think that for people who aren't versed on all the different characters that are showing up in this, they might want to wait to see this movie and go check out some of the stuff. And I'm not sure
why you want to jump in starting with this movie.
Yeah. But people just go see a movie, So and when there's hype about a movie, they go see a movie. So I mean, overall there are very few people that I would personally tell that shouldn't see this movie if they're interested in
critics with dead souls,
right? No, but I mean the only people I can really see not liking this movie and really having a good time are people who don't want to go see an action-packed superhero movie.
Right.
Oh, and also, side note, the humor didn't fall flat at all.
No, it worked.
Did not fall flat at all. Like, there were moments that were definitely funny.
It felt like they threw more humor into it than a few of their previous movies.
Well, I mean, it varies.
Other than like Ant-Man, obviously.
It varies, though. I mean, it varies. Like, you know, Thor had a bunch of humor in it, but then the second Thor didn't have quite as much.
Right.
You know, it just kind of varies based on the story. But in this one, especially when you're throwing in all of these characters, you have to show how they interact with each other, and some of their interaction has to be humorous. I mean, if Vision is talking to someone who also has a crazy power and you don't have some sort of humor there, like, it's kind of weird. You know?
Question for you.
Yeah.
After watching this movie, which Marvel movie did it inspire you to watch again?
What would I want to watch?
I had a very specific one.
What would I want to watch a second time after watching this?
Yeah, what was the one that you're just like, after getting out, it's just like, I want to see this again?
This movie made me want to watch Winter Soldier again.
Okay. It made me want to watch Ant-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's kind of cool, actually. So you know what? That's going to be our question for you.
Yeah.
Once you've seen Captain America: Civil War, tell us the immediate reaction. Which Marvel movie that's already been out did it make you want to see again?
Right down there.
Yeah. Mine was Winter Soldier.
Mine was Ant-Man.
And we don't know what yours is going to be.
Yeah.
It might be Fantastic Four.
Which ones?
Oh, the good one. Come on.
Oh, yeah, right. The good one.
You know, the one that hasn't been made yet.
The 1980
exactly.
that one.
The animated one.
No, the one that didn't quite make it to theater.
Right. So, well, that's our question for you. Make sure you throw that in the comments. And we really enjoyed this movie. And if you are interested and like the Marvel thing, I mean, you definitely have to see it. They did not.
I'm waiting for those Batman v Superman to come up and be like hating on us now.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure
like,
people who like Batman.
It's like, see, you like Marvel better than DC.
They did it really well.
Yeah.
And the CG was fantastic. So I was happy on all accounts, and definitely enjoyed myself watching that movie. And it's something I will definitely watch again, no question.
Yeah.
We'll
have more for you Tuesday.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a Critique the Critics on this. You're gonna see it Tuesday. Once it's done, you know, you can check it out right up there. Also, we really appreciate you guys watching our stuff, liking, sharing with your friends, commenting and chatting with us, because we really want to hear what you think. And if there's specific movies that you want us to watch and do reviews on, or even Critique the Critics, please let us know in the comments.
And we got a couple of your guys' notes, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
And we will get to, I can't remember, there was one in particular that stood out that I want to see. I can't remember.
Yeah, there were a couple.
Yeah.
There were a couple on there, yeah.
So we will get to those.
We promise.
When we have time.
When we have time. We're working on making the time to make even more and more videos for you.
A lot of new big stuff is coming up. We might even do an update video to kind of give you guys an idea on what's happening in our lives.
At least before VidCon, we will give you an update.
Yes. So,
well, until we'll see you guys next time, geek out and game on.